Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just enjoying this car with you guys. Just a little bit longer. Oh wow. So this is the Mustang 1969 Boss, also known as the Boss 302. Interesting fact about it, the Boss 302, the 302, the specific numbers actually stands for the cubic inch, which results in a 5-liter V8 motor, also known as a road runner motor. And believe it or not, this motor is actually dual overhead cam. That is insane. I didn't even know that in 1969 there was dual overhead cam. That is really awesome. Nevertheless, this car is a complete dynamite. It doesn't just look good, it also goes really good. So let me show you guys quickly what we have done to this car. We're gonna go to upgrade and tuning, and before we continue, I just want to let you guys know that how I'm doing it on this channel is I'm actually installing, or not, well, not installing, I'm keeping the stock standard engine, only tuning that engine and seeing how far I can push the car. If you want to see me do any other engine conversion, let me know in the comments below. I'll have the video out for you within a week. If you look over here, we've got an 8.9 liter V8 DSC. I've actually installed it and drove a bit with it. I think I might actually make a video of this as well. This car was flying. The tune must be totally different because this engine alone, as you guys can see, is plus 681 kilowatts, which will result in 1118 kilowatts. That is insane. But for this video, we have obviously tuned the stock standard motor 5-liter V8. So let's quickly go back. For the drivetrain, we kept it at stock. For the aspiration, we've got twin turbos in it. I love my turb skis. Going over to the engine, I've got the race induction installed. Over here, the race carburetor. So this car doesn't actually have fuel injectors. So over here, the race ignition. Going over the race valves. The camshafts are race exhaust. Displacement, we obviously went race, and this resulted from a 5-liter to a 6-liter. Gosh. Going over the pistons and compression, we've got the race. For the turbo, we've got the highest. For the flywheel, we got the highest. And the intercooler, we got the highest. But for the oil cooler, we remained at the lowest one. I want to show you guys this. If I go down to race, we only gain 4 kilowatts, right? But look at this. Here, our weight is 1185. 1203, that is what? 18 kilograms for 4 kilowatts. So yeah, I just decided we are not gonna do that in this video. Going over the platform, we have got the biggest brakes installed. Obviously, we got our race rally installed. For our front sway bar and rear sway bar, we also have the race installed. Sorry, did I say your rally race? I just meant rally spring, sorry. For the roll cage, we didn't install anything. This just adds a bunch of weight. For the weight reduction, we have got the race installed as well. Drivetrain for the clutch race. Transmission, we're going with the 6-speed. If you go over here, this is the sports transmission. We just went race with the race transmission. Going over the driveline, we've got race. Differential, we got race as well. Going over the tires, obviously we've got some drag slicks on. Going for the tire width, the front is on its minimum, and we have got the big brothers at the back. Okay, going over the mags, you can literally put on any mags, just make sure they are the least amount in weight. For the the rim sizes, we didn't do this because that just adds weight. And over here, I pushed it out all the way to max just to make it look a bit beefier. Okay, so going over the aerodynamics and stuff, we didn't install anything. Obviously, it looks like there is, but it's not the same one. And for the rear, we're just running with the stock rear. So let's quickly go over the tune. For the tire pressure, the rear is obviously at 1 bar. Reason being is because this car is rear wheel drive. We gotta make sure we got more drag at the back, which is gonna help us with grip. And that is why the front is totally opposite. There is no power going to the front wheels. We want to make sure it is at its highest bar. This will allow less drag and better top end stability. Going over the gearing, here is the gearing for the car. I did do some work to the gears. It turns out to be much smoother. This car had a horrible second gear, but that's sorted out now, because before, it's literally when you shift to second gear, you have to like shift to third gear almost immediately. So going over alignment, for the camber, the front is at 5 degrees. So, and the back is at 0.3. I must say that this car, it doesn't flex as much as the other cars I've done. Like, look at the RS7. I think this rear camber is literally like 1.2 or 1.3 or something like that. It's like this car, obviously all the weight doesn't go to the back. Maybe the body is just stronger or something. I'm not sure. I do know that the stiffness of the springs does play a big role, but nevertheless, let me not jump like that. So for the camber, we have got the front one on 5 degrees. This will obviously make a massive positive camber, and this will actually result on your car not driving on your entire front wheel, only on a small edge, which will obviously allow less drag on the front wheels. That will actually result in faster and better times. Going over the rear camber, it is 0.3 because as the car pulls away, the weight from the front goes to the back is going to even it out at 0. The suspension is obviously going to be cramped in. So if you guys don't know camber and you want to learn more about camber, I'll drop a card for you in the top right corner to properly explain to you how to tune this. So going over the toe, we've got 0, 0, and this should be 7. Going over the anti-roll bars, we made both of them stiff. We don't want too much of a body flex. And then going over the springs, we've got our front ones on extremely soft, our rear one more towards the stiff. And then for the ride height, this car, for some reason, it wants to be very high. I don't know why. This just shows that it's getting better times if you looking at this over here, but this doesn't necessarily mean that if yours is lower than mine, your end results will be better, because if you have got less traction and you spin more, you'll probably get to 100 before me, but when it comes to the actual race, I'll be far ahead of you. So nevertheless, this is also a base tune. You guys can work from this tune and only improve from here. Going over the damping, as you guys can see, the rebound stiffness front and the bump stiffness rear, according to paper, should usually be very similar. So that's why you got a 1, 1, and then the opposite where rear and front is here, we've got 20, 20. Going over the aerodynamics, we didn't install anything, so that's why we can't adjust it. Going over to the brakes, you can tune this as you want. I just dropped the pressure a bit. I don't like the wheels locking up so much. It just makes a horrible brake. And then for the acceleration, we got 100 to 0. So let's quickly go to the road and test her out. You gotta be kidding me. It's raining again. So let's first do quickly our drag race. Because yeah, if it rains like that, this car will have no traction at all. So let's quickly go over difficulty and settings. As you guys can see here, traction control and stability control is off, and we are shifting with clutch. Okay, so let's quickly send her and see what she can do. Come on! Oh wow! Dude, this car is not doing bad at all. Oh my word, it's just like everyone is standing still. Okay, this blue car is coming in. No. And we got that. Oh my gosh. Isn't she beautiful? 18.151. I'm not gonna lie. I had a very horrible first shift. Because this car's first gear, this car doesn't want to spin. So it just grabs in first gear and it's off. Let's see. Is it still raining? Yes, it's still raining. Let's quickly wait for the rain to stop and then we'll do our 400-meter pull. So the road is still a little bit wet, but we're gonna send her anyway. This car doesn't really have a big traction problem. Just for this, oh, it's got so much grip. So I just tried to warm up the wheels a little bit, just to compensate the wet ground. But nevertheless, let's quickly line her up. And for some reason, we can use launch control on this car, such as 3K, almost 4K launch. Damn it. It's harder than it seems. There we go, 4K launch. But with this car, you want to take it up as high as you can. So this car doesn't spin that much at all. I'm not sure about the wet roads, but let's see what happens. No spin at all. Come on. That is 220.61. So that is really not a bad trapping speed to go through the quarter-mile time. So yes, if you guys would like to see me actually tune up the bigger V8 engine, I would actually really love to do that. Kind of curious to see what this car would be. I did drive a bit of it and had no traction until third gear. So that car is gonna, well, that tune for that engine is gonna, wait, what am I saying? The engine is going to need a lot of tuning along with the suspension and everything. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope that this video did help you out in some way. I hope your Mustang 302 boss is a bit faster. If you guys did enjoy this video, found it informative, educational, or whatsoever, please make sure to drop a big like. If you'd love to support the channel, especially if you're new, hit the logo at the bottom right corner to subscribe. If you want to see a similar video, hit the icon on the left. If you want to see one of my most recent videos, hit the icon on the right, and then I'll see all of you legends in my next video. But for now, peace out everyone.